Today we are going to talk about dividing fractions by whole numbers, and we're going to do that by using models. So we'll use models to divide our fractions to find our quotients. Now, I find it helpful when I'm dividing fractions to think of something concrete. For example, a cake or pizza or chocolate bar, a piece of wood, whatever you can think of, whatever helps you kind of imagine the story a little bit more. So we're going to start with 1/2 divided by 3. And I think to start, we will use a cake. Okay, so I'm going to draw my rectangular cake. And I only am starting with half of that cake. So I don't have that top part of my cake. I only have the bottom part. Now that bottom part is being split into 3. Okay, so the question is, if we divide that cake, that half of a cake into 3 parts, how many parts will I have? How many parts of the cake will I have? So I have 1 part, but the question is of how many parts. Now, down here I have 3, but we need to consider the cake as a whole. So when I split, I actually split the whole cake, even that part that's not there. That allows me to split and have equal parts. Remember, fractions have to be in equal parts. So now I can tell you that I have 1 part of 6. So I am taking 1/6 of the entire cake. Therefore, 1/2 divided by 3 will get me 1/6. Let's try another one. We've got down here 1/6 divided by 2. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and draw. I've got 1/6. This time, let's talk about pizza. I got a rectangular pizza, and I've got 6 parts. 5 of those parts are already gone. I only have that 1 out of 6 parts. And that 1 part is being divided into 2. But to make sure that my pieces are even, they are equivalent, I need to make sure that even though they're not there, I imaginarily cut the entire pizza in half. So when I have 1 piece, I can't say this is 1/2 of a pizza. This is not 1/2 of a pizza, that's for sure. This is 1/12 of my pizza. So I already ate 5/6 of it, and now for lunch, I'm eating 1/12 of that pizza. So 1/6 divided by 2 equals 1/12. Let's try a couple of word problems here. Okay, we're going to continue to use our models. So it says Janelle has half of a chocolate bar. She wants to share it equally with her friends into 4 parts. What fraction of the chocolate bar will each person get? Okay, so we've got half of a chocolate bar, and she's splitting it into 4 parts. Okay, so we have our part of the chocolate bar, and we are splitting it, so we are dividing it into equal parts. Okay, so the part of chocolate that I have half of it, and I'm dividing it into 4 parts. So I can draw a picture of this as well. I have my chocolate bar here, but I only have half of it. That half is being split into 4 parts. But I don't want to know that I'm getting one of those 4 parts. I want to know how much of the chocolate bar I'm getting. I am getting 1/8. There are a total of 8 pieces now. I'm getting 1 of those 8 pieces. So each person will get 1/8 of the bar. All right, last problem together here. It says Debbie has 1/5 gallon of water that she takes on a 2-day camping trip. If she divides the water evenly, how much water can she drink each day? So we've got some water here and the number of days that she is camping. So amount of water is being split into days camping. So if we break our story down into words, now we translate that. We've got 1/5 gallon of water being divided into 2 days. Okay, so again, I can draw a picture of this. Here's my gallon of water. I have only 1/5 of that gallon. So I don't have that part of the gallon. I only have this part. And it's being split into 2. So each day I can drink 1 out of 10 parts of a gallon. So 1/10. Each day I can drink 1/10 gallon of water. So I go ahead and I make sure that I know what I'm dividing, what I'm splitting apart, and then what I'm splitting it apart into. From there, I want to go ahead and draw a diagram. I must make sure that when I'm splitting apart the fraction that I have, that I do split apart even the parts that are gone, because the parts must remain even throughout.